I'm not exactly sure what led me to watching Platform 1. Maybe it was word of mouth, a review, or a Reddit post. But I'm so glad that I did watch it because now it's one of my favorite movies. Short summary of the movie setting. There is a tower called the Hall that you can voluntarily enter for a set period of time, and in return for serving that time, you get a reward. In the hall, a platform with food on it lowers down once a day. It goes down floor by floor, and because there are a shit ton of floors, the food doesn't reach most participants. There are 2 participants per floor, and at the end of a month you change floors together. Unless one of you dies, then you get a replacement. Summary over. This movie is so amazing, I don't even know where to start. For one, the evolution of the main character, Goreng, is just wow. He starts off with a naivety and innocence that most would experience in this situation, then bit by bit, through his immense struggles in the hole, that naivety transforms into a cynical veteranship. Shit's beautiful, man. And the side characters in this movie, oh my god. Everyone pulls above their weight in this film, especially my goat Trimagasi. By the way, the soundtrack of this movie is perfect. It really is. The way it matches the ominous and delirious atmosphere of the movie is unforgettable. Also, just enough is shown and explained in this movie to let your imagination go rampant with theories and interpretations, which is great. And I know, I'm creaming in my pants, but this really is a close to perfect standalone movie in my eyes. No prequels or sequels required, and I say that because this film fully exhausts its setting to the point that a follow-up movie would just be a boring and repetitive mess. So let's talk about the prequel. Warning, I have a strong bias against this movie to the point that I will, most likely, pull shit out of my ass to make this movie seem worse. And with that being said, I hate this movie so much. It's such a bastardization of the original. It's pretty much just a copy-paste version of the first film, but done worse. Super fast-paced, all while having more central characters. That means barely any of them get the spotlight required long enough to be explored or developed. And the few characters that do get that focal point, like Zamayatin, this movie's cheap alternative to Trimagasi, feels super artificial. And speaking of Trimagasi, he does show up in the prequel and is portrayed as a caricature of his original self. In Platform 1, he's this eccentric veteran of the hole who would do anything to survive. And in Platform 2, he's this super sadistic comic relief sociopath who on his very first day in the hole shows zero confusion about what the fuck is happening, and with no hesitation climbs onto the platform to go down and participate in a chaotic uprising. But hey, unlike the first part, Platform 2 actually has a central antagonist, this lunatic Dagen Bavi. His thing is that he's super obsessed with enforcing rules. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to his character. Also, this movie just demystifies the setting of the hole to a fault. Everything from revealing how the administration swaps the participants at the end of the month to how they clean up the mess. A nitpicky complaint, sure, but I'm still leaving it in and you can't stop me. Oh, and some parts of this movie are so undecipherable. It's full of the epic symbolism and the scenes with a deeper meaning to confuse everyone. Look how fucking smart we are from writing this over-convoluted movie. Fuck whoever decided to greenlight this prequel. It's so bad and boring. Like, I don't know, man. I hate Platform 2 so much. Rant over.